What's going on, guys? Today I'm back with another Hat format replay review for you guys. If you're interested in sending in your Hat format replays, you can go down to the video description and find all the information on how to actually send those in. But anyways, the match I have for you today, we have Propker's 2K10, who is going to be on Battlin Boxer, versus Floatstone Mafia Tournament, who is going to be on Fire King Hands. So this should be a very good matchup, so let's get straight into it. Here, it looks like Floatstone will be the one starting this one out. Opening hands, we see Call the Haunted, Traptrix Mermail, Soul Charge, Compulsory Evacuation Device, Battlin Boxer Switch Hitter, and on the other side, we see Wolfbark, Onslaught, Skill Drain, Generation Shift, and Solemn Warning. They will get to draw for turn, finding an Ice Hand here, which is at least good because Onslaught won't be live unless, Propkers has a monster on board, and obviously going first, that's not going to be live here. But they can set the Ice Hands, set Skill Drain, set Generation Shift, and set Warning and pass it over. They're having a little back and forth here, drawing a copy of Vanity's Emptiness for turn. More talking here, they normal Mermail. Floatstone thinks, they activate Skill Drain, shutting off that, effect of Mermail, not giving them any more trap cards. Here, it looks like Mermail's going to attack into the Ice Hand, but obviously they have the same attack, and then choosing to set one here. Up 2 and 3, they're actually setting 3, and then passing here, Floatstone gets another Skill Drain, switches the Ice Hand to attack, and goes Battle Phase, attacking into Mermail. Here, Compulse is activated, bouncing the Ice Hand. Main Phase 2, Onslaught can now be activated, but Emptiness is chained to that. So that is really good, and then resetting the Ice Hand and setting the copy of Skill Drain and passing it back over to Prop. Here he gets a copy of Spar. Unfortunately not the greatest with this Emptiness here, so they're just going to set a Switch Hitter and then switch the Mermail to defense. Obviously they would assume this is going to be that Ice Hand. Here, Float gets a copy of Fire Hand, switches the Ice Hand to attack, and attacks into the Switch Hitter, which has the same defense. So, going back and forth which has the same attack or same defense, and then setting the Fire Hand, and passing it back over to Prop, who gets a copy of Fiendish Chain, setting the Fiendish Chain back over to Floatstone, who gets a copy of Yaksha, summoning Yaksha, which can now attack over the copy of Switch Hitter. That makes the Emptiness leave. And then attacking over the Mermail, back over to Propkers, who gets another Spar. Not terrible here, because they can normal Spar and then use the effect because they control a Battling Boxer monster to special the other Spar, but then they can't conduct their battle phase the rest of the turn. They say it's good. They go in for defense position King of the Feral Imps, which has 2,000 defense, so that's at least something. And they're taking some time to think. Oh, but that gets met with Warning, so here, Floatstone gets a copy of Garunix for their draw, flips Fire Hand, and it looks like they're just going to push in for a lot of damage here. Very scary, like looking down a Fire and Ice Hand and stuff. Oh, but here the Call the Haunted is activated, targeting the Mermail. Mermail's effect will trigger, but obviously it's negated by the Skill Drain. Here, Fire Hand can crash in and summon a Ice Hand, or, okay, maybe not. Wait, what just happened? Oh, they have no monster to destroy. Right. Because this has to destroy a monster, but because they have the same attack, it crashes in. So they don't get the summon here. And so, yep, just going and swinging in with everything else. And they're talking a little bit. And over to Prop, who gets a copy of Solemn Warning. Here they go Soul Charge for the Switch Hitter, Spar, and Mermail. Paying a lot of life here. Setting 1, overlaying 2 for a copy of Honor, and the other 2 for a Lidioke. Floatstone's thinking here. They say it's good. Go to battle phase, attack the Ice Hand into the Lidioke, using the effect to pop a back row, but that gets met with Warning, so this won't float here. Kind of ironic, I guess. Main phase 2, summon Wolfbark. They think, are they going to go for Crazy Box? No, they go for Cowboy. Oh, okay, this is funny. So they go for Cowboy. They say it's good. Activate Lance. Chain the Fiendish Chain. And oh, big back and forth here. And it looks like I don't even know what happened there. Who won that one? Oh, Propker's admitted defeat. Okay, cool. Very, very funny back and forth there. Obviously, Propgers was only at 600 there because of the big soul charge, but anyways, here we will see props starting this one out. Opening hand, we see MST, Mass Chameleon, Glassjaw, MST, Wiretap, and Floatstone sees Garunix, Generation Shift, Bear, Bottomless, and Circle. So, pretty solid hand. Prop is going to need something to get, this hand really going, though Mass Chameleon is all right when you have Glassjaw, but it's still a little slow on its own. Drawing a Spar, okay, there you go. So summon Glassjaw, summon Spar, overlay both for a King of the Fairlimps, detaching Glassjaw, adding a Mass Chameleon, setting MSTs and Wiretap, over to Floatstone, who gets a Skill Drain, which, will probably get met with some of those MSTs. Setting 3, here MST is activated, hitting a random card. They hit the Bottomless. Other MST, are they going to hit the Skill Drain here? They do hit the Skill Drain. And then draw a copy of Wiretap, which I guess they already had a Wiretap, so no matter what, they were going to get rid of it here. But here they can go for the King of the Fairlimps, getting a copy of Kage. I don't know what's going on with the picture right there. Here they normal summon Mass Chameleon using the effect to summon back Glassjaw because, it summons back a monster that has 0 defense, but then you can't special summon other monsters except from the extra deck during the turn you activate this effect. So they take a second to think here, and they're going to Synchro Summon for a Stardust, switch the King to attack, and push in for some nice damage here. And set 1. Here, Floatstone draws for turn, getting a copy of Yaksha. That's a good draw. They set the Bear, and they don't even have anything to use the Circle with here. And this, though, let's see, target 1 face-up monster you control, destroy that monster, then add 1 card with the same. Interesting, because these are if effects, right? If a face-up, special summon this card from your hand. So I guess, a lot of people forget they do have that self-special summoning effect, but I guess it would depend what they had there. Oh, but it wouldn't even be in hand at that point. Oh, because I was thinking you could just summon Yaksha and use the Generation Shift, but at that point, you wouldn't have the Yaksha in hand to special or anything. And then, obviously the Circle isn't going to do anything. So yeah, they were kind of not in the best situation with what they had going on here. But back over to Prop, who now gets a copy of Rhoda, which is really strong. Activate Rhoda. And yeah, Floatstone just scoops that one up. So into game number 3. Very exciting game so far. We will get to see Floatstone start this one out. Opening hands, we see Kage, Spar, Glassjaw, Headgeared, and Mermail. Very monster-heavy hand from Propgers here. And Floatstone has Tanky, Torrential, Generation Shift, Fire King, Avatar, Barong, and Fire Hand. Drawing a copy of Yaksha for turn, activate Tanky, get Bear. Summon Barong, set to back row, over to Prop, who gets a copy of MST now. Very good, especially, if Floatstone had a copy of Skill Drain or something. Summon Mermail. They say it's good. Mermail effect, chain Kage. They say it's good. And adding a copy of Bottomless. Here they're going to overlay for Exciton, so let's just see the cards real quick. 3, 6, 7 versus, what was that, 6? Okay, so summon the Exciton. They think they go Torrential, chain the Exciton. Chain Generation Shift, which says target a face-up monster you control, destroy that target, then add 1 card with the same name as the destroyed card from your deck to your hand, which is also going to be able to trigger this effect that has once per turn during the standby phase after this card was destroyed by a card effect and sent to the graveyard, add a Fire King card from deck to hand. So very, very strong card. And so everything gets blown up here. Barong is added off the Generation Shift, right? And then it looks like they're going to set the MST and Bottomless here over to Floatstone Mafia, who draws a copy of Onslaught. Again, unfortunate that that's dead here, but they do have still a pretty good hand, and they will get the Barong Search, which they're going to use. Maybe getting Circle here, yep. Because then they can push in for a lot of damage. Whoa, okay. Not exactly the play I thought they were going to go for, though I guess they did have Bottomless, because what they could have done here is summon the Bear, because the Bear is going to, potentially put more pressure on Propgers here, because if Bear pushes in, they'll get another Tanky, which might force out the Bottomless. At that rate, you can chain the Circle and summon back the Barong, because Circle says target a fire monster you control and a fire monster in your graveyard, destroy that monster, and if you do, special summon that other monster from your graveyard. So you'd be able to basically out this and that, or, even if the bear gets in, they might use the MST, which, and looking at this hand, you don't really care too much about the actual tanky going off here. And then if anything, you have your circle to bring this back whenever you need, though they'd still have the bottomless at that point. So I guess in a way it wouldn't really matter, but I guess this could, in theory, put a little more pressure on them to either use the bottomless or get the MST out of the way if need be. But anyways, they're just going to push in for some damage. Set 1, which unfortunately that gets rid of the circle here. And over to Prop, who gets a copy of Mass Chameleon. Do they have anything engraved for that? They have Exciton, which I think they have to summon specifically. Target one monster with 0 defense in your graveyard. Okay, I guess that's kind of funny, but I don't think there's a reason to. They go summon Headgear, which is going to send a Glassjaw, special summon Spar, overlay both for Black Ship Corn. They take some time to think. They're going to summon in defense, use the effect of Black Ship to just send the Barong, therefore it won't get its effect. Floatstone then draws a copy of Garunix for turn. Summons Bear, that gets met with Bottomless. Onslaught's activated, summoning the Garunix. What just happened? Oh, I think they just attacked over it, maybe, is what I'm guessing. And then during the end phase, this gets destroyed because of Onslaught. Here, Prop gets a copy of DD Crow. Great timing, because this would special summon back during the standby phase. So they take some time to think. Are they going to crow it? They are going to crow the Garunix. And here they can go Mass Chameleon, summon back the copy of Glassjaw. Overlay for King of the Fairlimps. Use the effect to add another Mass Chameleon as follow-up and push in for 2300. Pretty solid. Over to Floatstone, who gets a copy of Circle of the Fire Kings, which, honestly, they're in a really good spot if they think about it. Because, like, again, this can special summon if a Fire King monster is destroyed by a card effect, and you have the Circle, you obviously have Fires in Graveyard. This isn't that hard of a card to out. Like, I feel like they're in a very good position if they play it right. And they take some time to think. Lots of thinking here. Wow, a lot of thinking. I guess I even put big think. Here they are going to summon the Yaksha, which, again, it's just a weird situation, because what do you even go for here? Like, at that rate, you're getting a Barong back? And that doesn't feel that great, though. I guess when this is destroyed, it can destroy the Garunix. So that's kind of cool, I guess. But I guess making a rank 4 may have almost been better, but I guess it's kind of irrelevant. You want to get the Garunix in play as quickly as possible. So here, summoning back the Barong, and then the Yaksha can activate, popping the Garunix here. Going to end phase, and Propkers gets another DD Crow off the top just in time. So here they are going to DD Crow the second Garunix, use King of the Fairlimps, go for a Kage Kage. So now the whole tempo of this match has swung over, which is really crazy to think about. Normal summon Glassjaw, special Kage Kage. And, they're going for the 101, which the Barong was special summon, and they can push in for 44. So it looks like Floatstone is going to have a little bit of life left, and having a Fire Hand isn't bad. And now a Skill Drain to pair with it. The Skill Drain can't be activated, but the Fire Hand is still all right. Summon a copy of Mass Chameleon, summon back the Glassjaw. They say it's good. Are they going to go Dweller here? Oh, they just go Cowboy. Kind of get that revenge there, I guess. So, yeah, no, really cool match. Honestly, I thought Floatstone would have potentially had it in that game had they played it a little different, but obviously I don't know what their mindset was in that game, and overall it was a really good match, honestly. So hopefully you guys did enjoy it. If you did, please leave a like on this video, comment any questions or videos you want to see in the future, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell to get notified anytime I put a new video out, share this video with your friends, and don't forget to go down to the video description to find out how you can send in your hat format replays. But anyways, guys, I will see you in the next video.